Hello everyone, it's Andrea and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how quick and easily you can get together a layout from start to finish using our Close to My Heart Cut Above layout kits. This is the January-February 2024 layout kit. It's currently available. And you might have caught my last video where I used this layout here, layout number 2, and I scrapbooked a trip to Angelina's in New York City with my family. I have the video for that. I will link it down below in this video's description if you've not yet checked that out. We're going to work on the other layout here in this kit, layout number 1, and I'm just going to quickly show you what came in this layout. In the kit, you will get memory protectors. You will get base pages, which we have right here. They're pre-printed. Sometimes the photo mats are pre-printed right on them. This case, they are not. You're going to get punch outs, which you see here. They're all clearly labeled. They'll tell you which layouts each piece belongs to. And I've already taken out all of the layout 2 pieces. We're going to work on layout 1. We have stickers. I've cut away the layout that we've already used. We get photo placeholders in case you don't have your photos ready. And then we have photo mats. These were all the sapphire colored photo mats, and I adhered my photos down already to them. I'm going to stick with this layout just as is, the same number of photos, 5 photos. You could always add more by adding flip flaps, but we're just going to go with it. And let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is move these little Cricut cuts out of the way. I did cut some Cricut cuts, and I'll explain why. These are out of the Sweet Memories digital art collection, the same one I used in the other layout number 2 that I just did, but it's going to take on a whole different look. Instead of being soft and romantic, I'm doing bold and fun. So I'm just going to lay those aside for a minute, and I'm going to just lay my instructions aside as well. Move everything we don't need out of the way. These I'm going to save for later. They are not going to get used in this project. We're going to move the punch outs. Let's just move everything out of the way. We also don't need the page protectors. Okay, so I've got the 2 base pages. We'll work one at a time. And we have, I think the first thing that we need to do is gather the base pages, die cuts, everything, and attach the sticker strips. So it's really easy because they're put in order that you need to adhere those down to your pages. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to turn this sideways because I just find that I can line things up a little better when I do so. And we're just going to pick one of each color off because the second piece will obviously go on the second page. Went a little crooked on that one. Just straighten that out just a bit. Our second strip. I've got a pretty green one, which obviously does not go where I thought it would. They're not in order. So look at your guide, look at your photo, and it'll tell you where they go. So this one's going to go right here above this blue diagonal strip that we've got going on. And then we've got 2 more raspberry pieces. One is going to go above here. So I'm just going to bump this up next to this green one. And then one more. And then I'm going to do the same to the second base page. We'll come back when that is all done. Okay, now we have both base pages ready to go. Isn't it vibrant and beautiful? I think so. Actually, just going to tear away the pieces that we don't need now. Let's make a smaller piece of our stickers. And then let's see what else it says to do. So we are going to attach the scalloped die cuts. So I just need to find those scalloped die cuts. They're going to go right underneath this blue right here. It's really hard to see them. Now, if you wanted to, you could certainly ink these if you desire to. These are all the steps that you can decide upon, ink or not. I'm not going to ink mine. I'm just going to put those right down. You can see that everything punches out really easily. And in fact, I'm just going to punch out the majority of these pieces while we're here. Okay, and that's it for our punch outs. So let's just put them into a little container so that we don't lose those. This is something that I do each time when I'm scrapbooking these kind of kits. So I misplaced these. Okay, so now we're going to adhere these zip strips down right across the bottom. So I'm making dots on my liquid glass. I think that'll make this attach nicely and easily. And here is the next. We've got a little bit of definition there. You know, it doesn't show up very well in the photos here, but you can definitely see it when it's all adhered down. Next step is to attach the photos or photo placeholders to the photo mats, which we did, and then attach them overlapping as shown. Do not use adhesive along the edges of the mat so other pieces can be tucked behind them in a later step. That sounds easy enough to me. So now we've got my photos here. I've got my photos, and we're just going to see. This one's going to go. I know that they said to put them down here. I just want to move them up just a bit because I think I want to cluster a little bit down here. So I'm not going to follow this exactly 100%. I am just going to kind of do my own thing just a tiny bit. So let's adhere these down. You can move them to wherever you desire to move them. I think they're kind of fun like that. And then maybe, you know what, I was just going to see, kind of want to see more of the yellow. So I think I'm going to move this one down, and then maybe we'll put a design element up here. I think that's what we'll do. Now, we're supposed to tuck all of these pieces in behind. So I'm just going to tuck them in and then see how they go. You're not supposed to have glued everything down, but I think it's going to look good. And in fact, it's this one that goes over here. So I'm going to sneak these in back of the photos where they're supposed to go. And then I will use liquid glass later to just kind of seal them down. So this goes kind of like that. There we go. You can arrange these, you know, however it makes you happy. You do not have to follow exactly like the Close to My Heart guide tells you to. I'm going to put mine like that. And then we have another, let's see what else we have. We've got another blue tab. This blue tab is going to go up here above this photo. And we have a sticker, and we've got a few punch outs left here. Let's see, this one is going to go down here in the corner with happy. In fact, I think I'm going to move that one in, possibly here. It's supposed to go over here, but I think it might be a better fit right there. We've got this pretty big green heart. That's going to go somewhere up in here. And let's see what else we have. We have just a sprinkling of little tiny colored hearts. I'm going to lay these down at the bottom of my board. And let's see, I've got this big sticker here, and that's supposed to go there with the magic over it like that. And I love these I love this saying for some Disney photos. I think it's kind of fun. I just need to decide if I want to, where I want to add these and how this is going to look. So I have a couple of viewfinder pieces, like I said, that I cut out of Sweet Memories. And I did viewfinder pieces because if you know anything about Toy Story, it's all about the toys. And there is definitely a viewfinder. So I'm just going to put down some foam tape. We're going to tape this into place. So I think I'm going to put this I know we're supposed to have this little tab here, but I kind of think I want this to go here. And maybe we'll just layer up the tabs up here. I like that better. Let's take our next viewfinder. Figure out where we're going to put that one. And you know, I was thinking about putting it up here, which I think we can do because I think that will complete like a visual triangle with our 3 elements that I'm adding in here. I'm gonna have 1, 2, and then 3. So we'll have a really big triangle, but a triangle nonetheless. And let's just pop this one as well. You'll notice I'm only taking off just one of the pieces of backing of the foam tape in the beginning because I do want to see how everything comes together. So I'm going to just gently tap that down there. And let's see. This is our little title, Show Me the World. And you see, I kind of feel like this needs to be more down here. So we're going, show the world your magic, it's supposed to say. So I'm going to just put this right here. And the reason I think that's a better fit is then I've got 3 circles. Let's pop this magic up. Oh my goodness, isn't that cute? And now I need to figure out where to put the camera. So the camera's probably going to go. I think that's a pretty good spot for the camera, don't you think? So now I still have my 3 little clusters. I don't know, maybe here. I don't know. Do you guys fuss with things like that? Kind of feel like I need to move this just a little bit. So I'm peeling back my sticker really slowly. Let's move this right here. Much, much, much better feel for it this way. I feel like everything is in 3s. So we've got the 3 circles, yet we've got the 3 clusters of accents that I added in. And I just felt like these were really playful. I liked the punch of black. There was a lot of black elements throughout my photos that I thought the black really jumped out instead of having more of our sapphire. Just think it's a better overall look for this layout. Now we've got some little tag pieces that we need to add. So we've got some faux little reinforcers here. They go on the blue. And then we have a couple of pink hearts. And these are supposed to go on each of these file folder tabs. One there. One here. See if I can sneak that in. Get it unstuck from my finger. So those go there. And all we have are 3 hearts here. And we'll use those to kind of fill in around. Let's see what else we have. We've got a green heart right here. So that definitely needs a piece of foam tape. I'm going to kind of put that right here. We have the happy. We definitely need foam tape on that. Now, if you're wondering about my photos, usually Toy Story is very bright, vibrant red and vibrant yellow. The red I needed to tone down a bit to make it work with this raspberry. So I did something, I used a filter, and these are called presets. And I used a preset called Bibbidi Bobbidi, and it is from the Happiest Presets. And I did that to kind of put this filter over to tone down the bright red so that it was more subtle and I could pull in then those raspberry strips. Instead of changing out the raspberry, I did like the raspberry and the pink matched ham. It just worked in my opinion. So I didn't want to get rid of it to the extent that, you know, maybe I could have, but I think that it worked out really well. let's see. So we're going to put a pink heart over here. And then maybe a green one. Let's put a green one. Nope, yellow. It's going to be yellow. Love that. So we've got a cluster of 3 hearts there. We need another heart or so up here. So let's give this one a pink one because I really think it needs a pink. So we'll put a pink heart up there. And then we've got 2 here to figure out what we want to do with. I think there is a very good fit. So we've got a cluster of 3 there. We've got some going here. I like the way that looks. And then we just have the little tiny ones to put on. So what do you think? I really love the way that it came out. I feel like I've made it my own, just slightly, but boy, did this come together in record time, in my opinion. Love these fast and easy layouts. Now, of course, I would probably add a journaling strip or something, a journaling strip or 2 down here. I just feel like it needs some journaling. That's the only thing we don't have. There are plenty of room. If I was to have layered this one on top of here, I could put flip-flops if I needed to add more square footage. But there's still room for more photos if I had moved these around. But I feel like 5 was a good number of photos for this layout. So let's just pick this up and look at it. Now, I should have mentioned the viewfinder. I cut out of black, like I said, and then I did white glitter cardstock. The same with the camera. The camera, I just took the black layer and then I did an offset in my Cricut and I just made a background layer that I cut out of white glitter. I liked how that was, you know, how the black was more prevalent here and it was more muted in the viewfinder pieces. And then here's my other, oops, I just realized that we never stuck this one down really well. This one is just kind of floating. Just kind of did its own thing here. So let me stick that down. So I like the little clustering. I still have to go back and just adhere these with glue. They're kind of stuck because of the other adhesive that we have here. So nothing is falling off at the moment. But didn't that come together beautifully? I just think it's a well-balanced layout and I really didn't add too much to it, didn't make too many differences, you know, changes here, just change the positioning of some of the elements that I could accommodate the 3 Cricut cuts that I made. So I will link all of the products that I've used. There's not too many of them for this quick and easy layout down below in this video's description. And I will also link the video to layout number 2, which is the first layout that I did in this 2-page kit. And what the best part about all of this is that I have nothing left, absolutely nothing except for a few photo placeholders, and I can use these on another project. But outside of that, there is nothing to store when these kits are done, and that's why I love them. There'll be 1 kit released with each new catalog that we have, so there'll be 6 kits per year. And don't forget to grab yours right away. Oh, I just noticed too, they journaled right along the top here. How smart is that? Just instead of journaling strips, if you're brave enough, just journal right across the layout. And I think that's kind of cute. But I hope that you have enjoyed watching this layout come together. If you have not yet become my subscriber, please hit that button that you see right there. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and leave me a comment, or if you have any questions, leave those below and I will be happy to answer them. Thanks for watching and have a creative day.